Students, welcome to my class. As I have already explained you yesterday about the chapter 10, political, and you have perhaps already got that how this role of market intermediaries working in the set of like a market where you can find the journey of the goods to the marketplace, how it is reaching. Then a second point I discuss about the people who are involved in this industries and how this product is actually made out of the difficulties from the farmers. And then again we find that there is a people who are getting all these products from the weavers or merchants, and then how they are getting the benefit from this markets. Then again the initiative who are just taking right from the initial stage, that one also we can see. And then also we see the inequalities of the people, inequalities of the buyers and then makers. So we can see all this area. And we also have heard about the how Ishwar, like the farmer was from the Maharashtra, especially we talk about Lasit village. So Lasina village. So there he has already how he has taken the loan from the trader, and then which the crops he's supposed to get the better prices, but he didn't get out of that. So we can see that there are difficulties in the country, especially those who are the farmers and peasants and all. So that is we have discussed yesterday. So putting out system also we have discussed yesterday, and you got to the how this putting out system is actually working. The whatever the yards are actually brought from the traders, and then it is coming to the merchants, and the merchants are actually bringing this particular yarns to the one of the like a factory where these yarns are actually weaved in the form of clothes, and then you can find here the ready-made the cloth is coming out of that. So this is how this particular cloth is again how it is sending to the another industry where the cloth are stitched. So today we will not talk about the putting out of the systems again and again, but as my previous video, if you see, you will able to get it what exactly the putting out of system. Now even in the question also we have got that what exactly the meaning of putting out of system. So let's now we will talk about the cooperatives. Now you might have heard there are many industries in this country, as well as we talk about the world at large. So here we have found that most of the industries that is actually functioning sometimes by the one a single owner or a group of the corporate what called like a industrialist. Now here when we talk about the cooperatives means what? A group of people, they take the lead of buying the things and all, and then they arrange everything, they set everything, they stitch everything, and then they sell it according to their expected prices. So that is the cooperatives is working in this time. So a cooperative refers to the coming together of people with a similar interest, similar interest, and then to work towards a shared goal of mutual benefits and welfare. It means you might have heard in some industry and all, there is no job security, there is no security a person if meets any accident. So when a person meets an accident, certainly it is a very very much problem for the family members, because if he doesn't have the security, if he meets any type of accidents, then the medication or medicines or the treatment parts who will do. So that is a big issue in fact. So therefore the cooperatives are there. There is a formation of cooperative who actually make this thing happen, especially that they have got their own security, and according to their demands only the things are actually sold to the those who are big what called like industries who are buying the cloth and all. So here you can see here what is the difference or what is the things are happening in the cooperatives. So it is formed to reduce the dependency of the people at the base. It means many times we have seen that those who are at the base level, initial level, the people are suffering a lot and they benefit nothing. So therefore you can see here that the base level, especially sufferers are there, such as this merchants, artisans, weavers. These are the actually the part of the this is sufferers. So here, what they actually do, such as merchants here in a cooperative group, people invest together to procure raw materials and work together to produce finished goods and sell them directly in the market. So that is a benefit they do. It means they no need to work under someone else, but they go and buy the yarn and then they make the cloth and then they sell in the market directly. Not they are working under someone else. Because a person who works under someone else, then he is always depressed, he is under pressure, and many other things are actually happening through which he cannot come out of that. So therefore, under pressure, these cooperatives are not working. Independently, they are working. So therefore, you can see here, for example, in a weavers, cooperative weavers invest together to get yarns and then work together to weave yarns into cloth and sell it in the market. And cooperatives, provide much better prices to the people who work hard on producing goods. So suppose I am involved in the cooperatives, then certainly I will get the better price when I will be selling it to the market, and I will be getting the better prices. So that is all about the cooperatives, how they are working. So the government is actually assisting sometimes to these cooperatives groups by buying the finished products from them. So you might have heard that government is buying some of the things and all from the cooperatives and providing to the poor people sometimes. So you might have heard of this one. So okay, next we have got from garment factories to market, how it is actually sending. Now, once the garment factories receive cloth, they use it to stitch cloth as per the orders they receive from the powerful buyers. Now, in the process of making this cloth or shirt or trouser, then here the buyers actually gives a kind of like a threat to the those who are making this cloth, that any defect it is found, may say he is at a great loss side. The cloth will not be bought by the this powerful buyers, So what happens here? So very under the pressure, there are many of the people are working, and when they make the clothes, there should not be any sort of like a defect. Even one button, even one stitch also suppose missing, then that cloth will not be sold away. So it will go in vain, in fact. So therefore, you have seen here how much money in fact they are actually earning. So if an order does not meet their quality standards or get delivered on time, in spite of making also, they do away with the entire order. It means they just stop taking or buying from them. So there is these people are working under the pressure. So thus the garment factories take utmost care in delivering the best products to the buyers. However, in doing so, they try to cut down on the cost and get the maximum efforts from the workers at the minimum wages. So you have to see that one who is working in this industry, under the pressure he is working, and then suppose any defect or if the date is failed to submit, then the price is reduced from the products and then it is sold to the powerful buyers. So like that happening. So for example, they paid a fixed wages in accordance with their skills. For example, while a tailor is paid 3,000 to 4,000 per month, then a packer is paid 10 to 20 per piece. So these are the things that I can find, and all these people actually, irrespective of their wages, are actually required to work 12 to 14 hours a day. So this is the long duration they have to work hard, and out of that they get this much money in their hands. So it means these people are working under the pressure, and a person who is working under the pressure, certainly a kind of like a ill feel is going on in their mind, So they are not free, and they are always in a trouble. Okay, so that is we can see. Next we have got. So after this garment is ready, what happens? The factory sells them to the buyers, who further sell them in their big outlets at a quadruple That is price is given here. Suppose the buyer is buying from that factory by rupees 2000, then he will be selling that particular cloth by 8000. It means rupees 8000 he will be buying in outlets. So that is the thing benefiting. It means double they do. Okay. Then we have seen that in the market inequality, as we know that journey of goods to the market involves a large set of people. It means so many people are involved in this work activity. So you can find that in the process, each one of the factors receive different proportions of benefits. For example, while powerful buyers with a big outlets in the country and abroad earn the maximum of the process, traders and merchants receive only moderate gains, and lastly farmers, weavers and workers are the least one. So we find that finally the farmers are only getting the less, they are growing, but here in the industry and finished products are the much more benefiting or getting the maximum profits. So the conditions of work also differ for everyone in the process. While big business persons get dictate their own terms and conditions to the garment factories and exporters. Farmers, weavers, farmers and all, and workers are actually often forced to work as per the conditions imposed on them by the more powerful in the market. So this way the things are happening. So unequal set of conditions actually widen the existing gap between the rich and poor, therefore. So this is you can see in the market. And then though the poor get the opportunities to work, the conditions of the work lead to the rich getting richer and a poor becoming poorer. So these are the systems are part of the this activity. So as a result, what happens? The poor remain dependent on the rich and then powerful for their survival and lose their confidence in the democratic system, which actually thrives them on the principle of treating everyone equally. So this is we can see here. So one of the measures we can take to reduce this inequality and dependence has come up in the form of cooperatives. So the government also from time to time keeps launching schemes to help people. Then again you reap benefits of their efforts. However, it can only be achieved with a strict adherence to the law. So the government should focus really on this area, and then time to time the government should investigate and then keep on working on that, so that the cooperatives at least some extent can relieve from this pressure work and all. Okay, so this is a very simple chapter. I would like to ask you to read through again. If it is in a classroom, then of course we could have nicely explained to you, but then this is the just a kind of like a video. So however, you read through properly, and if any terms that you find difficult, just you approach to me. Okay, so thank you.